Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on Animal Communication, A Journey of Love and Compassion, by Gouri A and Keskar, Animal Communicator, National Geographic Certified Educator, India. Gouri was leaving for the office as she looked at her companion Millie. She locked her eyes with Gouri and her unwavering gaze expressed so much love, it wrung Gouri's heart. Her eyes seemed to speak to Gouri from another dimension. She said to her mother, "I feel she is ready." Her breathing had become heavy. She was her 11-year-old furry friend in the form of a dog. On her way back home, she received a call from her mother, "Millie is no more." Next few days were rather difficult for her. She craved to run her hands through her soft fur and for the smell of her doghood. It all started revealing itself clearly now, the way she had played a major role in Gouri's life. "Look how she is constantly staring at you," her mom used to say every time she was lost in her own thoughts. Millie used to intensely stare at her as if she was aware and reading each of her thoughts. She was on a mission to help her heal, especially during each crisis in her life. She kept her sane by absorbing her thought levels. Attending to her post-surgery partial paralysis not only kept her busy but also worked like a therapy. Gouri did not want her to admit her in a hospital or to put her in any multi-star dog hostel. She knew her feelings and chose not to ignore them. She simply wanted her to be as comfortable as possible. Though Gouri had accepted her moving on, she would find herself missing her with intermittent sobs. She could not keep herself away from the outpour of love from her, and what she had done for her. How can anyone love so unconditionally? It was after this life-altering incident that she came across two videos that explored deeper and more unknown aspects of the animal mind. One was a famous video on Black Leopard Spirit by Anna Breitenbach, and later a video encountering another being by Dr. Stefan Harding on meeting another being in a deeply intuitive way. Since childhood, she had deeply felt the feelings of animals around her, which now got a conscious footing. Both Hannah and Dr. Stefan respected the individuality of an animal than the analytical understanding of animal behavior. They also explored the nonverbal communication between an animal and a human, which facilitates the understanding of an animal's feelings. She finally felt the sense of having arrived, as now she could consciously deepen and use her natural abilities to embrace it as a way of life. It is this basic, universal, and subtle language which is known as telepathy. It is a Greek word, meaning feeling, pathy, across a distance, tele. It is different from the more obvious languages of words, behavior, and physical cues. It underlies all and any communication between two individuals. As the founder of Animal Communication, Penelope Smith explains, telepathic communication involves the direct transmission of thoughts, concepts, mental images, emotions, impressions, feelings, sensations, and pure knowing. Animals pick up our intentions faster than we think they can, understanding the context behind the words we use. It is not only a gifted few, but every one of us experiences some degree of telepathic exchange within our intimate relationships. From receiving a phone call from the person you were just thinking of preparing a favorite cuisine, for which a family member has silently wished. It gets especially stronger with your animal companions. Dogs can sense when you are about to leave and return home. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake, the renowned biologist, has proved the telepathic connection between humans and animals, especially dogs. He examined more than 1,000 case histories of dogs and cats who knew when their owners are returning home. They expressed it by waiting at a door or window at least half an hour ahead of their return. Dogs could anticipate their owner's return irrespective of many experimental variations in routine times, routes, and vehicles of return, etc. His research is documented in the book Dogs That Know When Their Owners Are Coming Home, and Other Unexplained Powers of Animals. This innate ability to understand the language of feelings is vividly seen in children. They are well connected to nature. As they grow, the societal conditioning makes them lose touch with their basic abilities. Diane Hennessy, MD, is integrative medical doctor, psychotherapist, and neuropsychiatrist. She has created the Telepathy Project to study telepathic abilities in autistic children. She says, telepathy has been reported by people from almost every culture, and across the millennia. Hundreds of studies on telepathy have shown positive results. These statistical studies are not taken seriously because their effect size is too small to prove something labeled impossible. Science has remained stuck with this circular reasoning for over a century. Animals being more in tune with nature around them retain this ability beyond the physical senses. Small or big, every animal can communicate with us in a language of feelings. As Penelope Smith quotes, the word animal comes from the Latin, anima, which means life principle, breath, air, soul, living being. Recognition of the spiritual essence of animals and respecting them as fellow intelligent beings is vital to facilitate interspecies telepathic exchange. One needs to keep one's mind clear and open enough to receive messages from another species. Animal communication demands love, compassion, empathy, and a continuous spiritual growth leading to purity, harmony, maturity, and stability of one's mind. It requires one to stay clear of one's own beliefs, judgments, ideas about one's own self, others, and animals. It is a practice that serves with love and ends with gratitude in a fulfilled heart, requiring enough humility, truthfulness, and mindfulness along the journey. It does not lie on any mysterious or superstitious approach but as a strong code of ethics. As an animal communicator, Gouri always takes permission both from pet animals and their parents before starting the connection. She respects everyone's energetic boundaries including her own. She counsels pet parents to reach a calmer state of mind in a situation of distress, for example, when their pet goes missing or is repeatedly behaving a particular way. This helps them ground and connect more effectively with their own pet to bring about change in the situation. To describe few experiences of pet parents, it was indeed miraculous, said Pilu, the kitten's guardians beaming with joy when they found him after a month, at location miles away which he communicated. Another pet parent was thrilled to see their month-long missing dog Charlie back at the door after a week-long connection with him. One of the pet guardians reached out for help with her itching dog, who was already being treated, showing little improvement. When she connected with him, he clearly felt distressed, absorbing all the worry of his guardian which had resulted in irritation of the skin. He started healing and sleeping well when his parent relaxed and eased out her own stress. Gouri never dismisses the importance of any action on a physical level. At the same time, she is a strong believer in faith which keeps her grounded to work efficiently. Every situation is a combination of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energies. Therefore, whether it is health-related or behavioral issue, it is important to address the physical cause first. Gouri address and guide pet owners to nullify any ignorance at the physical level. Having a master's in zoology, she insists on providing veterinary treatment for health issues and on understanding the scientific biological reasons behind behavioral issues. Telepathic exchange does show healing and immediate changes right in the first session, when animals feel deeply heard by the communicator and their parents. She tends to keep her distance from people who seek an instant magical solution, without first taking necessary action to handle their side of the equation with their pets. She is only a facilitator acting as a messenger between the pet and her guardians, helping them understand the feelings and perspectives of their pets. She can request the pet animal for a negotiation, but they comply only when they feel the love and willingness to change from their human guardians. It is then that the problem situation resolves. Her personal favorites are the animals, pets, or strays, who are about to make their transition, both who are on deathbed and who have already made the transition. Talking with them are truly revealing conversations, sharing deep moments of a lifetime bond with entire family. Most of the time all the family members are trying to do everything to make their pet's life as comfortable as possible, and sometimes unwilling to let them move on. This makes pet animals feel stuck because of the responsibility they feel towards their family members. It causes immense pain and suffering for both parties. Providing help for pet loss and grief is an enriching experience and often life-changing for the pet parents. This passion has led her into developing herself as a professional counselor, integrating her love for animals to help humans understand and coexist happily. Most of the people look at all such experiences as miracles, whether it is finding a missing animal or talking to animals in spirit. But isn't it that we tend to label all things beyond our understanding as miracles? It is considered that spirituality can be experienced only by humans, and it distinguishes them from animals. But the research done by Jane Goodall reveals that there is no such sharp distinction between us and chimpanzees. While explaining the ritual in them, she says, Gouri thinks chimpanzees are as spiritual as we are, but they can't analyze it. They don't talk about it. They can't describe what they feel. It's all locked up inside them, and the only way they can express it is through this fantastic, rhythmic dance. In Jane's words, it isn't only human beings who have personality, who are capable of rational thought, and emotions like joy and sorrow. Can science dare to ask such questions and include the individuality in each animal? Telepathy has enabled Gouri to perceive a new dimension that all of us are capable of experiencing but are not aware of. Are you ready to embark on such a life-enriching journey? Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.